Morning. Put my hair up. It is way cold outside. I don't know, man. I had to put on a fucking tank top, shirt, hoodie, jacket, leggings, double layers type shit. But I think the people here made coasters. I think these are coasters because these are from over there. I'm inside the library and I just got some oatmeal with milk and sugar. See, people miss out on cinnamon, so I'm more of a cinnamon and sugar with milk. So I think these are supposed to be like for the table, I guess. For like, your drinks. Put your drinks. Because this is a library table. I don't think you're supposed to eat here. Oh yeah, I'm good. It's morning time. I slept like at 10 last night, so waking up a few times in the middle of the night and going back to sleep, but my body is tired. I get off at 7 o'clock last night, and 7 o'clock is actually good rather than going home at 10 o'clock from when I used to work at the nursing home in Pleasanton, um, or the nursing center. Let's call it nursing center, because it is called a nursing center. What's up, Zoda? Good morning. So when I get off of work, I get off at like in 4 hours at 11 o'clock. Um, I'm gonna go to the Philippine supermarket and I'm gonna go grab me some Korean short ribs. So I gotta do that. And there is dishes inside the sink, which is only from cooking breakfast, and Maria is there. So she didn't do too much of a big mess, but I know it's coming because she's already starting on lunch. So when she starts off of lunch, she's using shit. And it's like a fucking storm. You know what I'm saying? It just keeps coming in and shit. Like yesterday, I didn't think it was a lot, but it ended up being a lot. Okay. I have a headache, you guys. So I think it's because I took a shower last night and my hair was wet. And just me going to bed, cold, my hair is wet. I had my warmer blanket, so my warmer blanket really does help. But when it gets too hot underneath the blankets, because I put two blankets on top of my warmer blanket, so I got three blankets, okay, but they're very thin. They're like the little plush blankets. They're not like the big comforter kind of blankets. So it's like kind of like the regular throw blankets. It's like the small ones. And so um when you press on the button to put the setting, I put it on 2. So for some reason, this blanket is really a good one because I guess it's called Premier Comfort. And so during the night, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm straight just, deep sleep. And I'm not going to wake up in the middle of the night just to turn it off. So for how many hours it's on. And for some reason, it already happened like 3 times. It turns off by itself. I don't know why, but I tried to like start it back on just so I could make sure that it still works, because it had happened a first time when I used to have it was like it was like a pad, just a warm, like a heating pad. So a heating pad is only just allowing like a rectangle size, maybe just to put like over here in your abdomen. How do you say it? Abdomen, whatever. Um, because of cramps or like back pain or your neck. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, PK. top of the morning. Mm. Mm-hmm. Abdominal. Yes, abdominal. So it's really for that. But what it did was it overheated by itself. Wow, it wasn't like, I guess it was underneath those blankets. So that brand name, I'm not gonna get anymore. Is by Bliss, Bliss. And Bliss, I really did like it, but I guess it did that. So I put it underneath two blankets that were very thin, and it overheated, so it didn't work anymore. And I only used it for 1 week. It was only like $13, and I got it from Ross. And this time, this warmer blanket is from Macy's, and it's a Premier, like it says Premier Comfort or some shit. So basically, it's the real deal. It's really helping me out throughout the night, and uh, it turns off by itself. I don't know if it just, when it gets too hot, it turns off by itself, and then like I'm like in the morning, I'm like, damn, I didn't turn it off, but it went off. I'm like, okay, whatever. And so it did it a few times. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I got a good one. Mm-hmm. Um, there's a lot of books in here. The first one that I eyed on was this one, and then I'm gonna get to the second one. Hold on. So this one said, "Save Earth." The only reason why I saw it is because it said Earth, but then the way how the book is shaped, it almost looks like a kitty book. You know what I'm saying? So I opened it up, and I'm more of like this type of person. I'm more like I open up the book. I don't open up the first page. I always open up and just scheme through. And so this was my first page, and it has a date on it, April 7. You know, there's always things for a reason, right? And this one happens to say, take the time to think about life on this planet generations from now. It says a lot about the 1990, the United Nations created 8 Millennium Development Goals to attend the crisis faced by current populations. These goals ranged from alleviating extreme poverty and hunger to introducing sustainable development worldwide, and came with a target date of 2015. Today, more than 1 billion still live on less than $1 per day. 800 million people still go hungry. 1.1 billion do not have clean drinking water, and 1.6 billion are without electricity. At this rate, most of the goals will not be achieved by 2015 deadline. Reaching the middle of the century, the Earth will be home to 9 billion people, an additional 3 billion mouths to feed, all needing housing, water, and light. Furthermore, if each inhabitant of developing countries uses as much as energy someone living in Japan did back in 1973, world energy consumption would be 4 times what it is today. Now, the solid, I guess, lines after that says, other generations will live on the earth after us. How will we keep up with the demands on our shrinking resources? What are we going to leave for them? I mean, I don't know when this book was made, but that's what kind of like what you want to see after. Originally published in French under the title of 365 something editions, Paris, 2005. So if this book was made in 2005, the original edition published in 2005 by Abrams, and they were trying to figure out electricity as far as because it's the most easiest thing. Then they made electric cars. So this is 21 years old. I mean, yeah, this is 21 years old. So yeah, 21 years they made something for the people, and that's what we see today. And that's electric cars. Um, I mean, what, flat screen TVs? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't remember the first time they made flat screen TVs. Probably like around 2002, 2003, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with the world. You know what I'm saying? This had to do with everything about how people um, don't spend and spend. Mhm. What's up, Rating Game? Good morning. Sometimes if I don't like your last live, I only went in there to hit the like button, but I didn't really type anything. But I was in there twice, and then I went 3 times. You know, we got to do this to our mods. I fuck with my mods. My mods are very respectful here. Zoda, I gotta keep an eye on you though. I gotta keep an eye on you. You're like a younger generation or something like that, but I mean, it has nothing to do with your age, because you could be a wise one, you could be a respectful one, um, you know, stuff like that. I'm just, you know, I don't really know you too much, but I know that, you know, you came cordial, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, um, but I seen from yesterday how my mods, you know, coming with respect and just respect uh me, you know what I'm saying, as far as what, if they don't want to watch, they go to another page because they got, or they got to go do something else, you know what I'm saying, they got to help out their other peoples throughout the YouTube, you know. I know you do. You be telling them to hit the like button, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's one good thing about you. You know what I'm saying? But uh yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, for some reason I got 19 hours last night for a boring ass live stream. No, I'm just playing. A boring ass live stream, just like how I do at work. I just come from, I guess, what, not really what happened at work, but just more of what's going on in life. And I'm really trying to grind hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only people I can say that really is just monetized, and I was kind of overthinking of who is still monetized and who fell off. Raining Game, you came back up. There's only 4 people that is monetized out of the whole entire saga. That is you, Mob Type, Pew, and Cuz Cuddy. IV, he fell off. IV for the real only, he fell off. He ain't monetized. Um and Good morning. Uh and who else? Real Life TV is not monetized. So there's 2 that fell off, but then there's the other people on the other side. Superstar Fion, he's monetized, but he's, you know, he's on the other side. So we don't fuck with him. It's your partner's It's Your Partner is monetized. And Trapflix, I don't think he's JT, I don't think he's monetized. Yeah, I don't think he's, and he was the #1 person that was all the way to the top with this, you know. So that's the only people that's monetized. That's only 4 people. I will be the 5th one. Raining Game, I included you because I remember you. Yeah, That's just what it was. It was just that over just a little due time. You know what I'm saying? You know what to do. You know, if you read what you have to do. You know, so yeah, everybody doesn't like that, especially when you try to work hard for it, and especially when you have the go getter, like I'm gonna go and get it. Type of you know that's just what I am. Shit, all the way. Till I get old. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to be with older women, or yeah, it's vice versa too. But that's not what I'm about. A woman could be with an older man because of their money. A woman could be with a man could be with an older woman because of their money. Kind of leeching off of them, living off of them. Uh, I can get with an older man, but it's this half and half situation over here. This is not to live off of you, to live off of because you already have a house. You have, like stocks and bonds and shit that you have to the side that's not like positioned or located at somewhere. It's just under your name. Um, I'm not, and a lot of women a lot of men are doing that shit. They're living off a woman. They want to get with a woman because the woman could take care of them. Because all the man has to do is just beat them in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Beat them up in the bed and yeah, just give them that. So I see how my plan of my vision of how my life. I work hard to pay off things, and I still got it. But anything could happen though. You could pay all your credit off. That's good, right? But you could lose your job. So where's your food at? Where's your living situation at? Like it's a tug of war right now. I got all the rags to pay off. You know, there's 3 credit cards that I got to pay off. That is about $5,000, and that's not even including my new cell phone. My new cell phone, 24 months they give you to pay, finance your phone. $50 on top of 50, that's 100. Automatic payments take off that $5, so I pay like 90, 95. But see, I don't include that shit. That's like a basic kind of bill for me. That's always going to be there. That and rent. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, once I pay off that little 5,000 off of 3, it's only 2. It's just they're big amounts. One is at 23 right now. It used to be 25. 23, and then I got another one that's 1,700. So I'm not going to pay those right away right now. It's just, this is not a good time. It feels like it's a good time, but that Keisha lady, that black girl that was just a manager here, she only stayed for that weekend, those 3 days. And then she was like, oh no, I can't do this. She probably don't like the days of what she's working because she has to do one day from 6 o'clock in the morning all the way to 7 o'clock at night. And she has to do that for at least one day. And she's from San Jose. And I was like, what happened to Keisha? There was like, oh no, she didn't stay. She don't want to, you know what I'm saying? She don't want to be a manager. So now we have another one. Different personalities with managers are going to be a big thing by settling with what you are dealing with at home. Even though you have money at home, doesn't mean that that's going to cover you from what you got going on at work. You have to stay humble and be respectful and just have the day going to let these people see you, that you are a hard worker. You have to show that hard work first, and then it goes by ease. Show the hard work first and tell them, yes, like, okay, just, it ain't yes all the time. You stop and do it automatically before they even say some shit. That's just part of work. So people just not need to think about like it's always like I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Why isn't they doing it? This, and this. You're halfway putting what you have to do at work, but then it's valid to you when you let them know, saying, oh, I already did this, but I don't know what happened to that. The only reason why that happened to that is because the timing of what, like right now, like last night, there's a lot of nights where napkins are being held in on top of the washers because a lot of the residents use the laundry room. There's only two washers, so if we can't put our napkins inside there, that's timing for us that we can't put it in. So we have napkins to put on the tables. So whose fault that is, we can't blame, that managers can't blame us because the residents are using it. So that's like a pass for us. But I don't ever try and take that as like, oh, I'll just leave it over there. Sometimes the housekeepers will put it in and do it for us. So that kind of backs us up a little bit. And just, yeah, and then everything becomes easier after that. But money, it seemed like credit cards is really trying to see that you paying shit off, but the minimum payment still, they don't want to lower it. What's up, Big Chief and Girl Dad? Hello, good morning, you guys. Yeah, I got 19 hours, 19 hours last night over bullshit, over bullshit live stream. That when I sit on the other side of the dining room, me, when I do 1 hour, it's just 1 hour. It's just saying good morning, nothing really. And I don't know how the fuck I got 19 hours. Like, I don't know if, what I'm saying, old past lives that people are trying to just, look at or whatever and stuff like that. But happy Wednesday. Yes. Grand Rising, like number 6, head into work. Keep, okay. Yeah. Right. We all busy and stuff like that. So, this is the only time when, we can kind of talk and just kind of shout out some of the stuff that is I don't want to say bothering us, because it's not like, there is a lot of stuff that bothers us, but I don't um I don't dwell on it, you know what I'm saying. um Hold on. I'm gonna do a few shorts too. I'm gonna do a few more shorts, but it's gonna collab with either food or music. So, and then later on, when I do get monetized, you got to put a little money into your content. It can't just be every day of what they see you as a struggle. People want to see you come up and shit, even though it's slowly. Um, it could happen slowly, but you just got to network type shit. And I don't want to say network to like sports and shit. I'm not a sport type. I'm not like a, I like to watch it, but I don't subject myself in it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people could watch you do. A lot of talents, you know what I'm saying? Like shooting pool, billiards and shit, that's one. Um, me doing nails and shit, but it's like when you really have that mindset to really sit there for hours and hours, nobody wants to sit there. It's work though, so I don't know. It's just, I feel like everybody that is mods over here, just give up your talents. Give up most of everything that you guys have to, I don't want to say prove. You ain't got to prove nothing. It's like, I don't want to say you prove your talent to get a reward back. It's not, I don't look at it like that. No, it's almost kind of like, that's why they have certain words, you know, things are precise, things with precision, um, you know, just people are legends, legendary, stuff like that, professional. You got to show that. You can't just be like, okay, I did this, now where's my reward? You know what I'm saying? You can't really like, can't really ask for that too much. You just got to be like on top of it, you know? 500 552 552, I mean 552 more hours, and I still have 5 lives on top of this one. So this is a 6th live. So from yesterday I gained 19. This one right here could be maybe like 3 out. I feel like today, since it's not really 2-digit number on top, I got 8 people in here, this probably would be like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. This is morning time. I'm gonna start washing dishes in about like 15 minutes. Breakfast inside the dining room will start at 7:30. You know, and I'm just trying to make it happen. You came back around, Shad. You subscribe, Shad? I'm using some oatmeal. And I was thinking about making a second page. I got a second page, but you know, I gotta, mostly people fuck with your first page. Second page is not really like, you know what I'm saying? It has to be something where it's like pre-recorded. You make one off of, I don't know, like a documentary, just your life and shit. And then your second one is like pre-recorded kind of stuff. No, I don't. I do not put condensed milk inside my shit. No. Shad. Shad, have you subscribed to me? Shad? But thank you for telling me that I'm strong and independent. A little attitude will get you. Get you somewhere. Frozen milk? What the fuck are you talking about, Frank? I don't put no goddamn condensed milk or no evaporated milk. Yeah, I think I seen your name. I kind of wanted to show you guys some. Fantasia got engaged, but on one of her comments, it said she had to lose. She had to lose, and I don't want to say lose something or lose away or something. It just said, you know, she had to lose, but oh, how she's winning. And when shit like that happens, from her, I don't think anybody is hating on her. But when somebody comes up on this internet, and there's always different sides to things, because everybody is not the same. And they just pick and stuff like that. So for me, I'm not trying to get on anybody, but when you read something like that, when you say she had to lose something in order for her to win, I almost feel like that's what happened. You know, it's almost kind of like saying losing a friendship to gain, because it's in your it overpowered that friendship. Let's just say that. She not Asian. Condensed is it? I don't know what y'all got facts and that will make anybody feel brand new. You said brand new. Oh, because they don't watch, right? They watch like a few minutes and they start hating already. That's some dumb shit. That's some dumb shit to even actually like. But yeah, I don't know. Then the library almost makes me feel like, what should you do with your free time? Does your free time only just allow you to just keep watching social media? Or do you go back into your mindset to build with knowledge and shit? And I think that's what one of the other YouTube creators, like JT, you can't really see him as as a humble person from back in the 1990s. You know what I'm saying? 1980s. He was a street person, but you can't really judge somebody from the outside. So when he was going through, his his whatever, his grind or whatever, music and all that shit, trying to get to just being what's this word, I want to say like retire, like a retired street person, maybe just one of them, and just kind of like dwells in the lab. I got my equipment, and when I say equipment, it's like, his studio of just what he could offer, and what he knows and all that shit. So he worked so hard to that he's not just a person that makes beats and put words together. Like he wanted to deal with the whole world and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I know he do a lot of reading, and even though a person, you can't see their money and they don't dress too fly, just like what he said, he's like, I'll be bummy, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like dressed bummy as fuck, but ain't nobody. That's why it's kind of like just questionable, like clueless. People don't really know too much because it's not really seen. So it's only gonna be told when somebody only speaks out. That's it. You said fart for us? What the fuck? It hasn't learned how to yet. What? You stupid. I got 6-7 years of college, girl. I'll read whatever you throw at me. Okay, Shayla, here. Let me give you this one. This was the second book. This is the second book that from me sitting down and I looked that direction. I already seen that one when I first came up in here. That other one time that I sat up in here and like I look kind of like I just woke up, just like right now. I literally just woke up. I took a shower last night, went to sleep like at 10:30, and it's different lighting in here, so deflects definitely. Okay, so the first one, this girl looked like Sade, but it's not Sade. From a far distance, you would think it's Sade, right? Because of the hair part, the hair. So when I first came up in here, I looked at that. That was the first thing I said. Oh, okay, that's Sade. I said, but I went closer and I went to go look. It's not. So this is, I don't know, Charlie. I think her name is Charlie's, or maybe that's her name, Zoran. She has pretty eyes and eyebrows. That was the first thing I looked, but I don't care about that. This is the first thing I seen in this today was this Save Earth shit. And then second book I looked at was this. It says salute. So salute. First salute. So it's talking about first was Earth, now it's telling you to salute. I don't know if this is like a soldier kind of thing. Maybe it's being a soldier on Earth. You know what I'm saying? And it just says the first salute. A view of the American Revolution. Now, Shay, tell me what you know about this book. Huh? I opened it up, but it was really like over here. And then I guess there's a picture right here. It says surrender of the British at Yorktown. What's so funny is that my grandfather is British. My dad's father is half British and half Filipino. I only got my dark skin tone color because my mother's mother is dark. My mom is light skinned, but my mom's mom is dark skinned. That's how I got my skin tone color. But if you see my sister, she's pale. My sister is pale, like white, like the mother. Goddamn. Hold on. You see that? Not even that. Like, I don't know. What the hell? My sister is white. This is more like cream, vanilla, beige, whatever. But yeah, she's like light skin as hell. Light skin, like lighter skin than coffee cake. Coffee cake. I know you got that light skin, but my sister is even lighter than that. Who says something? But I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I always keep saying that. I'm gonna get out of here. When I say I'm gonna get out of here, more means like I'm kicking myself out this damn place. But yeah, not really a. I should read books. I used to kind of read books back then when I was, in middle school and shit like that. But no. So let me get out of here, you guys. Just wanted to do a little morning through my YouTube, and I'll be back maybe later on today. If I don't do any shorts, I'll probably either go back on live to do a little something. I might cook them little short ribs or not, or I might do something else, or I might just post up a few of those shorts. Okay, so I appreciate you guys for coming through my page and just kind of listening through this morning. I hope you guys get through you guys' day. with peace, and stay safe, and keep y'all eyes open. Okay, so peace, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys.